All right, Shalom. I'm going to start off giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ba'ashim Rakakadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders, the great millstone. Peace and salutations to the hopefully elect, coming at you with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai. I got a couple news articles that I want to touch on, and I want to play also two clips. All right, as we see and as we know this thing is heating up, you know, this devil is about to come down with great wrath, right? So this is what we're going to touch on today. What's up? What's inside the news? So let's deal with this one first. This was a landlord kicking unvaxxed, you know, the people that don't got the juice out of their homes, right? So let's play this quick clip.
4 months after Governor Ron DeSantis banned vaccine passports, stopping businesses from requiring you to show you've gotten the COVID shot, the pushback persists.
I'm not going to take the vaccine.
That's what some residents are saying at the Inverary Village after the landlord posted this sign ordering employees and new...
Right. So let's read the sign that says, as of August 15th, 2021, all employees must be with at least the first dose of the serpent juice. Zero tolerance. As of August 15th, all new tenants before moving in, all family members over, what's that, is it 18 years of age, included existing tenants, are encouraged to get, you know, the serpent juice ASAP. Existing tenants must show proof of having a serpent juice before leases are renewed. Okay, so we see this big push of what, you know, this basically this mandate, this zero tolerance of not having that juice. Let's continue.
Tenants to be vaccinated. Current residents need vaccine proof to renew. Some won't.
If I'm not vaccinated, they want me to leave, I leave.
If they ask me to take it, I'm moving out. I don't blame them because I was hesitant at first.
But resident Barbara Barrow, who works in the nursing field, changed her mind and is now fully vaccinated.
I think it's a way of making sure that, you know, the residents that live here and, as a matter of fact, the entire community would be safe.
It's not.
Why are people, you know, changing their mind? Because the pressure is on. All right, we already know about people getting fined, or they were speaking about people getting fined without getting the serpent juice. You get situations where, like us do, I think, at United Airlines, where I think it's like $50 every 2 weeks or $50 a month. That's going to be taken out of your check if you don't get it. Your insurance is going to be raised, things of that sort. Okay, so what they're doing is they're putting you into a corner to try to make you take the juice, right?
Not just Inverary Village, but a sister rental community across the street, and more than 1,000 other rental properties the landlord controls in Broward and Dade counties.
They've sent a message to say, you know what, get vaccinated, but it really ain't going to do anything for you.
Governor DeSantis is not reversing course on his vaccine passport ban.
Right, so they want you to get that juice. They want you to get that juice. Also, it's another one. It's from a brother in the chat. Sent this one right here. I think I got it pulled up.
So I'm wearing my upside down flag today, and I think that's appropriate because it signifies an America that's in distress. And maybe some people don't know this, but my dad just let me know this. A text message went out last night from the Secretary of Defense to all the active military personnel saying, you know, by 10 a.m. you have to go get the magic potion or you're going to be court-martialed. And so as a result of that, 12 F-22 pilots, the most highly trained pilots in the world, walked off the job. That's 12 million dollar aircraft grounded now. A dozen of the best pilots in the world, thousands of hours of training, millions of dollars of training, off the job. 16 crew members for B-52 bombers walked off the job. That's just 2 air bases. My aunt, who is a KC-135 boom operator that refuels planes, isn't getting the magic potion. She's gonna walk off her job too, most likely. So now we've reached this point for all you dumbasses who have not been speaking out about this and the mandates The people who are quiet about it, the people who are pro-mandate, you're to blame for the situation that we're in because we're going to a bad place. The military is being compromised at a rapid rate, and with the F-22s being grounded, you could kiss Taiwan goodbye. I would hate to be a Taiwanese citizen right now. So this is probably not covered anywhere in the media. I'm sure it's blocked or censored by all the bullshit that goes on here, but it's time to freaking wake up, people. You better start preparing, because your little cushy American life isn't going to be so cushy much longer when the rest of the world realizes how freaking weak we are with this idiot who's in office and all this bullshit that's been passed and what's happening to our military. So the flag's staying upside down. Wake up!
How much more? How much more? How heavy is he gonna come? Much more for when he want to establish this Nicaragua, because that's what this is all going back to. This is all going back to the NWO and trying to get that Nicaragua. This is what he wants to do, and like we say, this is the Trojan horse before all this takes place. So let's get a few scriptures before I continue on anymore. Let's go to the book of Ephesians. The book of Ephesians chapter 5 verse 15, it says, "See then that you walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time, because the days are evil." Okay? And this is the time that we're in, right? We're in the times of the day. We're in the times of, the days of evil. Okay, we're in the last days, and this thing is ramping up. Why? Because we are almost at the end of this thing. Okay, and this devil that has been loose for this little season, he know if he got but a short time. So what is he doing? He is starting to make his way and letting his horns show, because he knows that his time is almost over. Okay, he knows, so that's why he's moving forth. Okay, he's starting to move forth now. So us being circumspect, us being in the spirit, us measuring these things, everything that's happening around the world with prophecy, is how we continue to be updated, through the scriptures, because everything goes back to prophecy. Now, I mentioned this, the book of Revelation chapter 12, verse 12. It says, "Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time." And this is how he's coming. Okay, and with just in these, different mandates, things are going to get a lot worse. Okay, we already know that the eviction moratorium has still been shut down, or not shut down. They lifted it, Slocky. They lifted it. Okay, so you got a lot of people about to be outside dealing with, homelessness. Okay, things of that measure. Okay, and then you got also division out here in the world of people bucking up against what? Against the system. They took 12 top trained fighter jets, and like you said, this is just one base. Okay, you got a lot of military people that's not with it. Okay, so what happens then? Well, they got to use the outside resources that they still have at the time. And who is that? Who is the U.S. going to use? Well, they're going to use the UN, the United Nations troops. Okay, because a lot of the people that's within the U.S. military personnel, are now starting to see, this system for what it is, and that they was used as means, and this thing is fraudulent. Now they're starting to see, okay, that they're trying to make them forced and act on, the American people whom they are supposed to go fight for and serve, for the freedoms and the rights of the country. Now they're all starting to see this is all bullshit. Okay, they're all starting to see this is bullshit. But like I said, the division is there amongst all the people, right? So now when you go to the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 15. So let's start at 14. It says, "Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and the destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands." So that's how it's going about. It's about to go down. It's about to go down, Race wars, civil war, class wars, And we already see this division that's about to get hectic between the Jews and the unjust. It says, for there should be sedition among men invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. And that's one of the points I wanted to get to. Okay, that this sedition, okay, this sedition and this rebellion against the government that's going to be about, right? And they know that, so this is one of the reasons why they're doing all these, the F flag events, in the extremes to what? In the extreme to disarm the people, okay? Because you disarm the people, they have, it's easier to disarm the people, so to get less resistance. All right, so that's why they're trying to do everything in their might to come disarm the people. Which right, which is blessed with a sword, and he lets you know day to day that he's not going out without a fight. Okay. So that's sort of that. This is one of them I spoke on this. It says, the mandate is 100 million Americans affected. Biden to mandate all employers with over 100 workers to require the Crown Royal or weekly tests. U.S. President Joe Biden will instruct all employers with more than 100 workers to force their staff to get it, the serving juice, or to submit a weekly Crown Royal test. Companies refusing will face stiff fines. And a lot of these companies or businesses are already losing massive money, so they don't want to lose anymore. So what are they going to do? They're going to follow suit. All right, point blank. Period. It says the new order revealed by the White House on Thursday ahead of speech by Biden will affect roughly 100 million American workers. Earlier, White House officials told media that Biden has also signed an executive order making the Crown Royal obligatory for all 2.5 million federal employees and other outside contractors. No option, no tolerance for testing as an alternative. This is not about freedom, and he told you the truth. Why? Because they're letting you know that they have the control and they want the full control. Okay, and this is where the Charagma comes in. That's what I said. How much more the Charagma? They're letting you know that they want full control, full cooperation of you, or else, you're going to deal with these harsh, draconian laws, penalties. Okay. So it says this is not about freedom or personal choice. Biden said in his address to the nation on Thursday afternoon, Americans are angry, frustrated with some 80 million who haven't been, jabbed up. Biden said, adding his plan to aim to reduce the number to the, unjabbed. Really, and they're just trying to destroy the people, and this is where, like I said, this divisions comes in with the, the jabbed and the unjabbed. All right. But that's the point, as we continue further down, this thing is about to get ugly. All right, so, this was just in a news article, quick update of things that's going on. Lord willing, hope that I find. Until next time, I want to say, shalom.